For the next week, I'm going to try running my entire YouTube business using only an iPad mini. No MacBook, no laptop, just this. Everything from replying to sponsor emails, writing scripts, planning videos, checking analytics, researching ideas, even editing thumbnails has to happen on this. I've used the iPad mini for a while now, but I've never relied on it like this. So, can you actually run a business using an iPad mini? Let's find out. And guys, if you enjoy videos like this, please make sure to subscribe as I'll be posting a lot more content. Now let's get back to the video. Every morning, the first thing I do is check YouTube Studios. Views, comments, analytics, make sure nothing happened overnight. Normally, I'd grab my MacBook without even thinking. This time, that wasn't an option. And after a couple of minutes, I completely forgot I wasn't using a laptop. Everything I needed was there. Checking comments, replying to people, looking through analytics. It all felt surprisingly natural. Next up, sponsor emails. This is something I deal with almost every day. Whether it's replying to brands, following up, or sorting meetings, I thought typing on iPad mini would feel cramped. But after replying to a few emails, I got used to it really quickly. If anything, I found myself replying sooner because instead of opening a laptop, I just pick up the iPad mini. After that, it was time to start planning my next video. Normally, I'd sit at my desk with my MacBook, but this week, everything had to be done on the iPad mini. Google Docs worked perfectly fine, research was easy, moving ideas around felt really smooth. At no point did I think, I wish I had my MacBook. One thing I spend loads of time doing is researching. Watching videos, reading comments, looking through Reddit, checking what's trending. And this might actually be where the iPad mini surprised me the most because it's so small. I found myself picking it up consistently. I'd watch one video, read a few comments, search for another idea, put it back down. It felt much more casual than opening a laptop every time. And it was always just there. Then I took it to a cafe. This is the part I was looking forward to the most. I've always associated working in coffee shops with laptops. You walk in, open your MacBook, and get to work. But carrying a mini around was so much easier. It barely takes any space. I wasn't thinking twice about taking it with me. And because it was already in my bag, I actually ended up getting more little bits of work done throughout the day. One thing I didn't really expect was how much this changed where I worked. Usually, if I need to get something done, I'll sit at my desk and open my MacBook. That's just become a habit. But with the iPad mini, I found myself working in places I normally wouldn't. Sometimes it was on the sofa, sometimes at the kitchen table, even just sitting outside for a bit. Because it's so small, it never really feels like you're setting up a workplace. You just pick it up, do what you need to do, and carry on with your day. It made work feel a little less, like work. Something else I noticed over the week was how often I picked it up for 5 or 10 minutes. Normally, if I wanted to reply to an email or check one thing, I'd probably leave it until I was back at my desk. With the mini, I'd just do it there and then, whether I was waiting for a coffee or sitting on the sofa or just before heading out or whatever. Those little jobs never really built up. I was getting through them as they came. And by the end of the day, there was actually less to do. I wasn't expecting that. At first, I assumed using a smaller device would actually slow me down. Smaller screens, smaller keypads, less space. But after a few days, I started questioning whether that was actually true. For bigger tasks, the MacBook still wins, of course. There's no debate there. But for everything else, replying to emails, planning ideas, researching, checking analytics, the difference was much smaller than I expected. In some situations, I even found myself reaching for the mini first, not because it was more powerful, just because it was quicker to get into. Open the cover and you're already working. There was one moment that kept happening throughout the week. I'd finished doing something, put the iPad mini down, and suddenly realized I'd completely forgotten I wasn't using my MacBook. I think that's probably the biggest compliment I can give it. At no point did I feel like I was forcing myself to use a different device. After the first day, it just became normal, and that's probably what surprised me the most. One thing I did not really expect was how quickly the iPad mini became my default device. At the beginning of the week, every time I needed to do something, my first thought was, I'll grab my MacBook. It's just what I've always done. But after a few days, that completely changed. Without even thinking about it, I'd reach for the iPad mini instead. not because I was forcing myself to, it just became the easier option. It was already next to me, open the cover, and I was straight back into whatever I was doing before. I never expected something this small to fit so naturally into my routine. That doesn't mean everything was perfect. There were definitely moments where I missed having my MacBook. If I needed loads of windows open or I was jumping between different apps, macOS still feels much more comfortable. The bigger screen gives you a bit more room to think. And there were a few moments where I caught myself wishing I could just drag a window across like I normally would. It's not that iPad mini couldn't do what I needed, it could, it just took a little more thought. After spending a full week using the iPad mini, would I carry on working like this? For some days, absolutely. If my day was mostly replying to emails, planning videos, researching, checking YouTube Studio, or writing scripts, I'd happily leave my MacBook at home. I wouldn't even think twice. But if I knew I had a full day of editing or loads of multitasking, I'd still choose the MacBook. It simply suits those bigger jobs a lot better. I think that's what the experiment taught me more than anything. Before this week, I always looked at the iPad mini as a second device, something that was nice to have alongside the MacBook, but never something you'd actually rely on completely. Now, I see it completely different. If most of your day is spent communicating, planning, researching, writing, or managing work online, this little thing is far more capable than people give it credit for. It won't replace anyone's laptop, but I don't think it's trying to. So, can you run a business using only an iPad mini? For me, the answer is yes. Over the last week, it handled sponsor emails, planning, researching, writing scripts, YouTube Studio, analytics, meetings, pretty much everything I threw at it. Did I miss my MacBook? Of course. There are things that I'd rather still do on my laptop, but what surprised me the most was how few of those moments there actually were. I started this week thinking I'd be counting down the days until I could use my MacBook again. Instead, I came away wondering just how often I actually need it, and I was not expecting that. If you've been thinking about getting an iPad mini, hopefully this gives you a better idea of what it actually feels like to rely on one every single day. If there's another Apple experiment you'd like me to try, let me know in the comments below. I always read them, and quite a few of my videos have actually come from your suggestions. If you enjoyed this one, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe. I've got plenty more experiments planned, and I'd love to have you along for the journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.